protective tone. I was just 18 years old when I got married. I belonged to a very conservative, blocked family where good daughters never say no to their parents. So, when my father wanted me to get married, all I said was, soft resigned. If that makes you happy, I will say yes. Of course, it was never a happy marriage. Pause, changed to serious tone. Just 2 years later, about 9 years ago, I had a life changing accident. My husband had fallen asleep at the wheel, and the car plunged into a ditch. He managed to jump out and save himself. I'm happy for him, but I stayed inside the car, and I suffered severe injuries. The list was long. My right arm fractured, my wrist broken, shoulder and collarbone shattered, my entire rib cage crushed. But the injury that truly changed my life was the spinal cord damage. Slower. People rushed to rescue me. They gave me CPR, they dragged me out of the wreck. And in the process, my spinal cord was completely severed. The next 2.5 months in the hospital were dreadful. I was on the very edge of despair. One day, a doctor came to me and said, imitating doctor, firm voice, I heard you wanted to be an artist, but you became a housewife instead. I have bad news. You'll never be able to paint again. The next day, he told me, your spinal injury is so severe, you will never walk again. I took a deep breath and I said, it's all right. But then came the hardest day. He said, because of your spinal injury and the fixation in your back, you will never be able to give birth to a child. That day, I was devastated. I questioned my very existence. Why am I even alive? Art heals. Shift to hopeful tone. What kept me going was a single moment of courage. I asked my brothers, I know my hand is deformed, but I am tired of staring at these white hospital walls. I'm tired of these white scrubs. Please, bring me colors. Bring me a small canvas. I want to paint. And so, the very first painting I ever created was on my deathbed. Warm. And what an incredible therapy it was. Without uttering a single word, I could pour my entire heart onto that canvas. I could tell my story. People would look at my work and say, what a lovely painting. So much color. But only I knew the grief hidden inside those colors. And that was the day. I made a decision. I will live for myself, not to be the perfect person for someone else. Determined. I will take each moment and make it perfect for me. Overcoming my fears. So, I wrote down every single fear I had, and I promised myself I would face them one at a time. Do you know what my biggest fear was? Divorce. But the day I realized it was nothing more than fear, I set myself free by setting him free. I made myself emotionally so strong that the day I heard he was getting married again, I simply sent him a text. Soft smile. I'm so happy.